Welcome to the RiverView. My name is Irene.
And I'm Mary.
And I'm Joy.
I'm Marlene. And we have a very special guest today. I'd like you to introduce our village kinesiologist, Meghan. We welcome you, Meghan, to our review. So, ladies, we've had our Victoria Day weekend. Weather-wise, have you any complaints?
No.
No complaints, eh? Did anybody do anything special for the weekend? I guess none of us went away.
No.
Oh, I got to wear my bikini.
Oh, I'm sure.
I wonder where that was. I could have gone to the cottage with the kids, but it was work week, so nobody wanted to go with them. So I didn't go out. I'm not going up to work. So I stayed here. It was great. Just
the weather was sure nice, and well, Mary, you got out for a few walks. I noticed that you were out walking. Yes, and Joy, you enjoyed your new lawn chair that you got for Mother's Day, but you have it inside. But I guess it's nice and comfortable.
Yeah, it is.
No, she hasn't got the cushion for it.
Not yet. And Irene, I don't know if you did anything special or not, but
Special.
just visiting around here in the village, which was nice.
My granddaughter.
Yes, yes.
And the weather was great. It was a beautiful holiday weekend for anybody that wanted to be away or go
Meghan,
away.
I think you went away though, didn't you?
I did, actually. I was up at Point Clark cottaging this weekend, so we had fantastic weather. Yeah, I didn't jump in the lake, but some of the others did, and they said the water wasn't that cold. I was a chicken though.
Ruth and Mo that live here, they were at Lake Huron. They went in the water. They said it was cold. They didn't stay in too long, but it was very nice.
Did you say you were at Point Clark?
Yes.
Where is that?
Just south of Kincardine. So
straight up the 86 highway and jump in, right?
yeah,
Well,
pretty little bit. Yeah. So it's between Godrich and Kincardine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was sure nice weather. Like to think it wasn't really even the 24th weekend, because that'll be like next weekend, really.
Yeah.
Date-wise.
Yeah.
So
Fantastic.
that was very, very nice.
Well, next week will be the American holiday, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, Memorial Day.
The Memorial
Their
weekend.
holiday is next weekend. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And also then, to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee then, we have a very special couple in Canada. Maybe you've seen a little bit on the television. Irene, did you turn your TV on at all?
No, I haven't.
You must catch it, because it's very interesting to watch them.
Yes, I wanted to see that.
Yes, and Prince Charles is actually, you know, before he seemed so stuffy, but now he seems kind of
Relaxed
human
a bit
and
more,
relaxed. That's
yes.
a good word.
Yes.
Yes, he actually played a little bit of street hockey with some children, and he actually scored a goal. His son didn't score when Prince William was here. He didn't score apparently. So it's, if you get a chance to watch it, they'll have it on again and again. Well, they're in Toronto, and then they're heading out west to Regina. So yeah, so that's another way of celebrating. And then we celebrated here yesterday. Alan played his saxophone then at 3:30, and that was really nice.
Oh, nice.
He started off by playing O Canada, and everybody in the cafe stood up. It was very nice. Yeah, so it was lovely. Anyways, Meghan, you're here today to tell us a little bit about your program that you're running. I understand Mary did the test with you and your student from Waterloo today. So could you tell us a little bit about that test that you're doing? Here comes the poor guy.
Don't tell everything. Well, Mary did really well, actually. We did a functional fitness assessment today on Mary. So we just started a new one. So we have the University of Waterloo bringing in some pretty neat technology actually now to help us out. It gives us a lot of information about balance and about how you walk and how fast you walk and how your feet are placed when you walk and stuff like that. So there's about, I guess, 10 to 12 different things that Mary did throughout her test today. So we do things like sitting to standing, we get her to stand nice and quiet and still, and we measure how much she moves around. And
that must have been pretty hard.
Yeah, and to remind her not to talk a couple times. Then we get her to walk down the hall. We want to see how far she can walk in 6 minutes, which is a little bit longer than you think at first, probably, Mary? So we do that and get her to reach up over her head and then down to the floor, see if she can pick things up off the floor. So it gives us a really good indication of what a person can do, and then we like to repeat them about once a year so that we can see if things are changing and and what's changing. And from there we can suggest maybe different exercise classes or different things that a person can do to help improve the areas that are a little bit weaker and maintain those areas that are nice and strong and they're doing well in right now.
Well, it sounds very interesting. Will you be doing each of the residents?
So we try to encourage everyone who feels that they would like to try it. We want to get everyone, as many people as we can, to do it. It's a great test to try, and we give you lots of time. We don't rush anyone through it, and we let you take as much time as you can. And if there are certain things you don't feel comfortable trying, then you can just skip over those.
Well,
you don't have to do things that you don't feel comfortable doing. So we would love everyone to give it a try at some point. We can schedule them in.
So what would you talk, say Irene decided she'd like to do it, would you go over the test things with her first? Like just to
Well, we kind of present everything as we go through it,
Oh,
and
I
I mean, if you just don't feel, I could tell you all the different things that we do beforehand if you had questions, and we definitely explain everything as we go through, so you don't have to know exactly what to do next. We talk you all through it as well as we go along, and it only takes about an hour, I think, to do the whole thing, and if it takes a little more time or a little less time, that's fine. And then when you're all done, the person from the University of Waterloo actually can show you all your results right away on there. They carry a tablet, so like a portable computer, and it's all in color, and it shows you all your results right away, which is fantastic. So you get some feedback right away. And then they send me a copy of that, and I'll print it off, and so you'll then get a copy of it to keep.
Do you just do one person at a time, or
one person at a time? Yeah, it's very individual. So we want to do just one person at a time, and we do 2 a day. So we do 2 every Tuesday afternoon. So we just keep scheduling them in every Tuesday afternoon. We do 2 a week. So
Well, yeah. Did you not have this little while ago?
we were doing a different one before, yeah. So this one's a little bit more upgraded. There's a little bit more technology involved to give us a bit more information about all the balance and the movement and things like that. So a little bit different than the last one, but some of the tests are the same ones.
What are the things for around your ankle?
So Mary had So Mary had, what we do during this one is we hook up these 3 little, they look like little pieces of plastic canisters. So they're about this long and this wide, and they're called accelerometers. So what they do is they measure how fast the body part they're attached to, so in this case Mary's ankles, how fast they move through the air. So like we can measure how fast her feet are moving, or how far they moved in one movement. So we also put one on her hip to watch how far her hips move as well while she's walking and standing up and stuff.
make her dance with the weights on?
We did. They don't weigh very much. They probably weigh less than half a pound. They're really light. I think you forgot you had them on. Because I went to take them off and she forgot she even had them on. So
That's how heavy they are.
yeah. So they're just there to collect a lot of information.
Did you feel it under strain at all the time?
No, I didn't.
Did you not?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
Because she was kind of worried about it.
Yeah, but she did really well. I don't think you were too tired by the end or anything, eh?
She came and ate her meals. So.
Well, she did it after lunch, yeah. So.
Well, we'll try to keep her awake for supper and then.
I didn't have lunch. I went to coffee time there, and I had one of those nice, great big tea biscuits.
With all the raisins.
Eat it up with the raisins, and heat it up and butter on it, and the coffee. Oh God, they're good.
Well, that sounds like a good program, Megan. So I hope we can continue with.
Yeah, so we'll have to get you other
I don't know
ladies
what I could
in.
do.
Now I'm going to Tai Chi. She recommended.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
so Mary's the
Her
one
balance.
area. Mary's probably her weakest point with her balance. So we recommended Mary start coming to Tai Chi on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, because that's what Tai Chi's all about, improving your balance. So we're going to start there and see what happens, and
Yeah, good. We'll see you
we'll go
there
from
then.
there. Yeah. So
Well, there's
Marlene also
something
comes
wrong
to
with
Tai
you.
Chi.
There is something wrong with you then.
With my walking.
No, your balance.
No,
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with her walking.
No, my walking.
she's a
I
good
go
walker,
pretty
that's
fast.
for sure. Okay.
My goodness.
Oh yeah. Anyways, Megan, we were just thinking before you came that being as it's nice weather and we're out and about walking a little more, maybe you could give us some pointers about being outdoors in this weather when we're walking.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
the do's and the don'ts.
The do's and the don'ts, yeah. Well, the first thing you want to do is, if you're outside on the sidewalks, you definitely want to keep your eye on the sidewalk a little bit when you're walking. The sidewalks around here, they're not bad, but they definitely have cracks and bumps, and they've heaved a bit. So you want to watch out for tripping hazards along the sidewalks. So they can be something that can cause a fall. So you want to make sure you pick your feet up over the cracks in the sidewalk, things like that. I always encourage people to cross at the lights if you're crossing to go over to Riverside Park, especially.
Yes, ladies.
Yes.
Yes, no jaywalking.
I understand when they
It's
come
not
out
a
of
way.
Walmart,
It's not a way to meet the police officers.
If I go with the light, I always go with the light up there.
But we're okay now. We have it in with a Guelph police officer, so.
Oh yes, so you're okay. It's no way to meet Guelph police officers is to get caught jaywalking.
So crossing at the lights
Crossing
then,
the
and
lights, yeah.
watching where
good
we're
shoes.
walking.
Good
Proper
shoes.
shoes.
Good shoes is key. Yeah, you don't want to be wearing anything that's flopping off your feet or
No.
doesn't
Yeah,
have a
you
good
had trouble
sole
like
in it.
that the other day, didn't
Yeah.
you? With the,
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And then as it gets hotter, I mean, you want to make sure you've got good eye protection. So you want to wear your sunglasses.
yes,
You
all
wanna-
of us would have to do that.
Yes.
You want to protect your head, so make sure, I mean, everyone, fair hair especially, I know I'm the same way. You want to wear a hat to protect your head. Sunscreen, it doesn't take long these days to get burnt. I was out for a run the other day for half an hour and didn't get sunscreen on and definitely came back a little rosier than I left.
Yes,
So
yes.
definitely want to wear some sunscreen. And then make sure that you've got water with you. It's pretty easy to get dehydrated, especially when it's warm out. The rule of thumb is that if you feel thirsty, you're already starting to get dehydrated. So you wanna keep drinking lots of water. Especially, we're supposed to have a pretty long hot summer this summer, so you wanna make sure you got water with you all the time.
So, how safe is it then, say, for Mary to go on a jaunt by herself over to the park, or Irene or myself?
Oh, Riverside Park's a great place to walk. It's a nice, safe place. The big thing I think that you should remember if you're planning to head out anywhere, especially across the road, is to let somebody know you're going.
Yeah, we've got that
So
on
that-
our list here, sign out.
Yeah, so either sign out or just even give the nurse a heads up. I'm leaving now. I hope to be back in 20 minutes. If you're not back, then at least we have an idea of what direction you went in it.
Or bring a buddy with you.
Yes,
Yeah.
buddy systems are fantastic.
It doesn't seem as strenuous
No.
if somebody's with you because you're
Yeah.
chatting.
No, and you can
it
pace
doesn't seem
yourself. The nice thing about Riverside Park is there's lots of benches along the way. It's
Yes.
nice over there. You can sit by the river. There's always lots of kids playing in the playground to watch. There's lots of stops along the way. It's really nice over there. The path's nice and smooth. It's
Okay.
not dangerous.
So we go down there, the street, and
So
cross by the lights.
you would cross at the lights, and you can actually go right down. There's a little bit of a hill.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there is a bit of a hill to go down. But once you get down that hill, you're right on the path into Riverside Park. And
It's great.
It's
Or you
actually-
don't have to go back up and then in the driveway.
no,
Oh,
there's
I
a
didn't know
path
that.
right there.
Yes.
And you just walk right along the river, and it's nice and shaded actually most of the
Places
trail
to
there.
sit, you can sit
And
along
places
the
to
way.
sit, yeah.
We could take a picnic lunch one day, get a bag lunch.
There you go. Yeah, you
And
could.
go over there.
Going for a
Okay.
swim while we're over there? Going for a swim?
Skinny, we'll go skinny.
All right, well, thank you for watching the RiverView, and thank you to Meghan for the safe tips. And my name is Marlene.
Enjoy.
And I'm Mary.
I'm Irene.
And I'm Megan.